Learn, Speak, English, the podcast.
Hello, and welcome to Learn Speak English, the podcast specially designed for anyone who wants to learn to speak English in a simple, clear, and, most importantly, useful way for real life. My name is Ryan, and I'm happy to be here today with the full team. On one side, we have Kala, our advanced English student. Welcome, Kala.
Hello and thanks, Ryan. I am very happy to be here with us.
And on the other mic, we have our private English teacher. Welcome, Thomas.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here with you and with all our listeners.
Great. Now that the introductions are done, let's get started. Our mission with this podcast is to help you learn English in a practical and fun way, no matter where you are.
That's right, Ryan. We'll speak clearly and adjust the speed, slower or a little faster, depending on the level we are working on. We want you to follow along easily and improve step by step.
And remember, the secret to learning how to speak English is practice, and especially repetition. So don't be afraid to repeat, out loud, every important phrase with us.
Exactly. We'll go at a pace that lets you listen, understand, and repeat. And if you need more time, no worries. You can pause the audio, go back, and practice as many times as you like. Consistent practice is what really makes the difference.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. We're here to learn together. What matters is keeping up with your practice.
So, if you're ready,
let's learn and speak English.
Today, we got a special topic for those of you starting from zero. How to learn English, a guide for beginners. This episode will be a simple, clear, and practical guide to show you different ways you can start learning English, even if you don't have much time, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country, or even if you feel embarrassed speaking English in public.
Exactly. If you've always wanted to learn English but didn't know where to start, this episode is for you.
And don't worry if you think it's too late or that you're not good at languages. Trust us, there's no perfect age, and you don't need any special talent. Today we'll give you strategies, resources, and motivation to help you get started with confidence.
Great. So let's start at the beginning. Why is it worth learning English today?
For me, learning English was like getting a life tool. It opened doors to work with people from other countries, to travel more freely, and, why not, to finally understand the lyrics of the songs I've always loved.
Absolutely. English is the most used language on the internet, in science, in business, in technology, and in entertainment. It literally connects you to the world. And the best part? You don't need to speak perfectly. With just the basics, you can already communicate and understand a lot.
And one important thing, learning doesn't have to be expensive or boring, but it does require consistency. Let's take a look at how to start, even if you're a complete beginner. Kala, what if someone doesn't know a single word of English? Where should they start?
Good question. I'd say you should begin with the essentials, like the alphabet, numbers, colors, basic greetings, everyday vocabulary. A simple phrases like, "What's your name? How are you?" or "I don't understand."
That's great. Carla, I agree with you. They're definitely good topics to start with, and you can learn using videos on social media, language apps, blogs, or, of course, by listening to podcasts like this one. That's already an excellent start. Actually, many of my students started by listening to music or watching shows in English. Even if they didn't understand everything at first, it helped their ears get used to the sounds.
Exactly. It's not about translating every word. It's about getting used to the sound, rhythm, and melody of the language. Listening is key, even if you don't catch everything.
Let's talk about tools and tips. What free resources would you recommend for someone starting today?
Well, when I was starting out, I used to use 5 free resources that really helped me improve in a short time. Take note. Apps like Duolingo, Memrise, or Bubble, they are fun and easy to use. I also used YouTube. Channels like BBC Learning English or English Addict helped me a lot with their great explanations and subtitles. Another must-have for me was the visual dictionaries. They helped me associate words with images. Watching series or cartoons with English subtitles. And of course, podcasts like this one, which you can listen to anywhere.
What great tools, Carla. I absolutely agree with you. If you don't mind, I'd like to add a sixth resource that's really important. Speak from day one. Speaking is free, and you can do it whenever you like. Even if you only know 2 words, say them out loud. Students who start speaking early learn much faster than those who wait.
Absolutely. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start today, even if you make mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning. Making mistakes is part of learning. And if you feel shy, don't worry. You can practice by yourself. Today, you can even practice conversations with tools like ChatGPT. You can write messages, try dialogues, and get real English responses. Some people say, "But I don't have anyone to practice with." What do we say to that?
That's not an excuse anymore. As you rightly said, ChatGPT is an excellent tool to avoid practicing alone. But there are other ways to practice English from home. You can chat or video call with people on apps like Tandem, HelloTalk, or Speaky. Join Telegram or Discord groups where people practice every day. Read out loud for a few minutes daily. Or repeat phrases from movies, over and over, to train your pronunciation.
Something that helped me a lot. I recorded myself speaking. Listening back showed me what I needed to improve. I also wrote a few short sentences in English each day. That really helped my vocabulary stick.
Excellent, team. Thank you for sharing all these tips and resources from your own experience. We're putting together a fantastic guide to help any English learner succeed in their goal of mastering the language. Let's do a quick recap before moving on to the practical part of today's episode. If you're just starting from zero, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Use resources you enjoy. Speak out loud. Be consistent, even just 10 minutes a day.
And remember, you're not alone. Learning a language is a journey, and we're here to walk with you. So, press play on English and start today.
It's time to practice. We're going to learn essential basic English expressions that are a must if you're starting from scratch. We'll work through 4 sections. 1. Greetings. 2. Introductions. 3. Useful starter phrases. 4. Commonly used words. Remember to repeat as many times as you need and pause the recording if necessary. Let's go. 1. Greetings. Hello. Repeat. Hello. Hi. Repeat. Hi. Good morning. Repeat. Good morning. Good evening. Repeat. Good evening. Goodbye. Repeat. Goodbye. See you later. Repeat. See you later.
2. Introductions. My name is Kala. Repeat with your name. My name is. What's your name? Repeat. What's your name? Nice to meet you. Repeat. Nice to meet you. I'm from India. Repeat with your country. I'm from. Where are you from? Repeat. Where are you from?
3. Useful beginner phrases. I don't understand. Repeat. I don't understand. Can you repeat that, please? Repeat. Can you repeat that, please? I speak a little English. Repeat. I speak a little English. I'm learning English. Repeat. I'm learning English. How do you say this word in English? Repeat. How do you say this word in English?
4. Basic words. Yes. Repeat. Yes. No. Repeat. No. Please. Repeat. Please. Thank you. Repeat. Thank you. Sorry. Repeat. Sorry. Well done. If you repeat it with us, you're already practicing your pronunciation and losing your fear of speaking.
And if any phrase is difficult, no problem. Go back, repeat it as many times as you need, and keep practicing with us in the next episode.
Every word you learn brings you one step closer to speaking English with confidence.
Thomas, you've taught English for many years. Can you share the most common mistakes beginners make?
Sure, Ryan. Over the years, I've seen students make the same mistakes again and again. Here are a few. Trying to understand everything from day one. It just leads to frustration. Focusing only on grammar, without using what you learn. Being afraid to make mistakes. Fear stops you from learning. Not having a daily routine. Consistency is key. A little every day is better than a lot once a month.
I made all of those mistakes, honestly. What helped me was realizing that mistakes aren't bad. They're part of the process. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying new things.
Exactly. What matters is to keep going. Even if you feel slow, you're still making progress. Every new word, every sentence you try, brings you closer to your goal. So if you learned something new today, congratulations. That's one more step forward.
Well, everyone, the episode is almost ready. Before we go, here are a few final tips to keep you motivated. Listen to English every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Watch shows, listen to music, follow English content online. Whatever you enjoy, speak out loud. Use what you know, even if it's just a little.
And most importantly, have fun. Don't see English as a chore. See it as an opportunity. Learn with memes, songs, games, recipes, travel blogs, anything that connects you with the language.
Always remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about communicating. Making mistakes is part of learning. No one expects you to sound like a native on day one.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Learn Speak English. If you enjoyed it, share it with someone who also wants to learn. Subscribe if you want to keep learning with us, and don't miss future episodes. Send us your questions, feedback, or suggestions. We love hearing from you. See you next time on Learn Speak English. Bye.
And thanks for
for
listening.
listening.